Hey there, Scorpio. Welcome to your tarot card reading for February 2023. This is a general reading, so keep in mind that the roles of the individuals or energies identified may be swapped and that the intensity of a situation may vary. Feel free to take with you whatever messages resonate and leave behind for others whatever does not. In this first column, we receive a message from your higher self about your love life. You have this card of regret. You also have the Hanged One, the High Priestess, and the Fool. In this second column, we get a message from your future self about career and finances. You have Butterfly Spirit. Transformation is beautiful, and it is card number 11 for those of you who are into angel numbers. You have the 10 of Cups, 2 of Pentacles, and Knight of Wands. In this third column, we see how the universe wants you to embrace the energy of the full moon in Leo that occurs on February 5th or 6th, depending on where you are in the world. You have this card of hope. You have 4 of Pentacles, Judgment, and Page of Cups. So here, let's take a look at the bottom of the deck, the influencing energy for the reading. You have the Page of Pentacles. So it seems like some type of appreciation, studying something new, getting a new sense of value for something. Could be yourself even. So here, let's take a look at regret. This is a message from your higher self about your love life. So perhaps there is something that you said, didn't say, didn't do that you are wishing that you could change. So here you have all major arcana cards. So it seems like you're going through some major assessment of this. With the Hanged One, it could be a sense of feeling stuck, feeling a delay, things really moving slowly, but it's an opportunity for you to kind of see things from a different perspective. With the High Priestess, this is a card of like intuition, but also recognizing things that are not said, either things that you know to be true and things are not expressly communicated, but you can sense it, or also knowing what things to share with others and what not to share with others. And here you have the Fool. This is kind of taking a leap of faith, open heart, open mind, just taking in whatever comes your way. So let's take a look at the Fool. It also could be, feeling like a fool for trying something. You have here the King of Swords. So with the King of Swords, that is kind of opposite of the Fool. It is more of an energy where it's kind of decisive. It has to do logical analysis with a clear head and really looking at things objectively, whereas the Fool, it's kind of looking at the universe and kind of saying, bring it on, bring it to me, whatever it is. And both approaches have their benefits and they also have their downsides. So let's see about the High Priestess. You have the 9 of Swords. This is kind of, overthinking something, anxiety, stress, um, ruminating over something that is outside of your control, or something that you don't know for sure. And it's almost kind of like you need to somehow get centered and start tapping into your inner knowing. If you don't know something, um, and you ask someone directly, sometimes people don't answer the question the way you would expect them to answer it, and sometimes they don't know the answer themselves. So there are occasions where you just have to trust your intuition and believing in yourself, believing that you are looking out for your best and highest good sometimes has to be good enough. So let's take a look at the Hanged One. You have 8 of Wands, which is again this kind of almost opposite sense of the Hanged One, where you're kind of stuck and have to have patience and there's delay. With the 8 of Wands, it's going fast and trying to keep up. So it's like even the 9 of Swords and the High Priestess, it's like those are opposites or contradicting energies of like overthinking something and then just like trusting your intuition. So you could have had different situations where all of these come up, times where there's delay and you wish it wasn't, time where things went too fast, you wish it didn't, times where you trusted your intuition and thought maybe it's wrong and doubted yourself, times where you jumped into something fully open to the experience, and times where you kind of guarded yourself. So it seems like with this month there's going to be really kind of figuring out where you've been and who you are and what you feel most comfortable with in terms of trusting yourself going forward. So here we are with this transformation is beautiful message regarding your career and finances from your future self. You have the 10 of Cups and you've got the rainbow of color in both of these. This is a card of, celebration, happiness, being with the people that you care about, sharing your experiences with those you love. You have the 2 of Pentacles, so that kind of indicates being able to balance priorities, responsibilities, along with fun and downtime, like work-life balance. It's also indicative of you being able to manage a lot of moving pieces. And with the Knight of Wands here, it's as if you are kind of energized and really aiming for something that your heart desires, or that might even just be something that's hot in the market. So here, with the transformation is beautiful. Sometimes changes are difficult, but what emerges is something that you could only imagine in the past. Maybe what's going on in your love life, this reflection of, things in the past, things that are going on in the present, to see how you best feel comfortable, in love situations going forward. It can be falling into your career. It's this transformation and the 10 of Cups. There is a sense of the transformation itself is difficult, but the result is beautiful and you should enjoy it. Like this family, celebrating nature, celebrating being alive, having fun. So let's take a look at the 10 of Cups. You have the 10 of Wands. So like I said, the transformation can be difficult, can be challenging, but the reward of all those responsibilities is pretty good. Let's take a look at the Two of Pentacles. You have the Six of Pentacles, making it rain fish. So whatever you're doing, whatever it is that you are, getting a handle on, making things happen with, you are, getting an income or can get an income that way. Let's take a look at the Knight of Wands. You have the Knight of Wands. So here, it seems like, again, you have like the rainbow effect on this feather here. And so it's almost as if change is good. If you want to see about changing jobs, or, if you are working on a project and want to tweak it in a certain way, there might be some time where there's, difficulty, a little challenge, but ultimately, kind of giving in to your passions, trusting yourself, it will have this really beautiful result. So here in this third column, embracing the energy of the full moon in Leo, it says, hope, stay positive. The worst is behind you. Look up to the light. So perhaps, this regret here, there's something in the past that has led to these assessment of like life choices. And here, the best way to approach emotions that might be stirred up by the full moon in Leo is to kind of stay positive, be hopeful. The full moon in Leo impacts your 10th house of authority, career, ambition, kind of your reputation, your social responsibilities, your public image. So with the full moon, there is also an opposing sun in Aquarius, and that sign is more focused on the collective rather than the individual. Leo is more like being in the spotlight, being a leader, following your heart to fulfill your desires. So there can be potential conflicts or opposing energies when it comes to being you, being in the spotlight, taking on a leader role, and focusing on the needs of others, focusing on how you interact and how they see you. So with the Four of Pentacles here, that is kind of trying to feel secure, could be holding on too tightly to a certain perspective or certain identity. With the Page of Cups, this is more of that beautiful, transformative, hopeful energy, being imaginative, seeing the world through the eyes of a child, a sense of wonder, sense of limitless possibilities. It's almost kind of like this full concept or energy. And then you have this Judgment card. This can be big announcements. It can be, looking at the past and leaving behind, baggage that doesn't serve your best and highest good. This could be shame. It could be regret. We have regret over here. It can be guilt. For some of you, if this has to do with a relationship or a job, trying to hold on to it too tightly, it might be beneficial for you to kind of think outside of the box and envision, if there's changes, envision what that would be like. Oh, hold on. My cards don't want to shuffle for me, so I have to do it myself. Okay, so let's get some clarification of this Judgment card. You have the Page of Swords. So another page, kind of looking at the situation, seeing what you can learn, figuring out information that's beneficial, being curious about something. So, and, if this is someone else's judgment, someone else's perspective, then kind of think of, okay, well, if this is their perspective, if they think I'm not a hard worker, or if they think I am not marriage material, that's what they think. Where should I be putting my efforts, my energy to, be in the places that allow me to thrive, to be with the people that want to see me shine, those types of things. So here, and also a sense of, if someone thinks you didn't do something correctly, go back and correct it, double check it. So let's take a look at the Four of Pentacles. You have the Five of Wands. So even if you are trying to hold on to an identity that you have, a job, a relationship, there's still conflict there within yourself possibly. And, basically allow things to happen. Don't hold on to the past. Don't hold on to a future outcome or expectation. Just stay positive and do what you can. But you can also do whatever you want because it's your life. Let's look at the Page of Cups. You have the Seven of Cups. So trying to figure out what it is that you want to pursue. Maybe you have a lot of options, or maybe you need to think about different options. Start using your imagination and think of, potential positive outcomes that you have. And then here, again, that Page of Pentacles, the influencing energy, another page, another perspective of, being curious, being open to new ideas, new perspectives, new sense of value. So I'm going to close the reading with the Revolving Time Oracle to answer any question you have. That is a yes or no question, a question about who, what, when, why. Okay, so here, I guess you get 2 questions answered because these 2 wanted to come out. So first one, the answer, we have energy, card 27. This is, I believe, equivalent to, it's equivalent to the Knight or King of Wands. In terms of the decisive answer, it's yes. In terms of timing, it says time is moving quickly. And for a person, it would be a fire sign or someone that demonstrates, energy, ambition. Fire signs being Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo. So if you have a second question, the answer is strategy. This is card 31. I believe this is equivalent to the Queen of Pentacles. The decisive answer is maybe. In terms of timing, it says be patient with time. And in terms of the a person, the earth element here, that is associated with Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. So I hope that this reading provides a helpful perspective of your month. We'll see you next time. Take care.